We are heading to Charlotteville and will be using the Windward Road. Going Charlotteville is a good way to see the countryside, especially the picturesque little villages that hug the hillsides, plus the beauty of the coastline, and it adds variety to any Tobago holiday. I'm accompanied on this trip by two friends who used to live in Tobago many years ago. This is Hillsborough Bay, also known as Hope Bay, a beautiful looking beach just off the Windward Road. It is a wonderful beach for taking a leisurely stroll or that Instagram photo. The sea in this area has strong tides, so this beach is not recommended for swimming. It was in this area that the first capital of Tobago was established, called Georgetown, and the first meeting of the Tobago Assembly was held here in 1768. We've made a little detour on our journey to Charlotteville to see the site of Fort Granby. Scarborough was not the first capital of Tobago. Instead, it was a place called Georgetown, and Fort Granby was built by the British in 1765 to protect that first capital. The remains of that fort are no longer visible, unlike Fort King George. But it's now a nice place for a picnic, and you can visit the gravestone of a British soldier called James Clark who died in 1772. Although it may look lonely, there is a security officer stationed at the site and there are public washrooms. There is a small restaurant at the site, which I have patronized on previous visits, but on this trip it was not open. The bay on one side of the headland on which the fort existed is called Barbados Bay, while the bay on the other side is called Pinfold Bay. Driving in Tobago, especially on the road to Charlotteville, requires your full attention as many sections are cut along the hillsides, but the passengers get wonderful views of the sea. Bell Garden, which is just after the village of Pembroke, has various historical sites and landmarks, including the Richmond Great House, one of the oldest and best preserved plantation houses in Tobago, the Kendall Water Wheel, and the Old Doctor's Quarters. One other aspect of Bell Garden that is now not widely known is that in the 1960 movie Swiss Family Robinson, the scene where the family was shipwrecked was filmed in Bell Garden in what is now known as Shipwreck Bay. In the village of Goodwood is the Genesis Nature Park, which is a family-owned nature reserve with a petting zoo set in a tropical garden with an in-house art gallery. We make another little detour here at the THA Plant Nursery at Louisdore. Many years ago, I bought a decorative plant at this nursery and then came back to buy what I thought was the same plant, but by mistake bought another plant. What I bought has grown well over the years, but it was not what I really wanted. Last year I came to the nursery, but I came too late in the day. So this year I decided that I would go in the morning to make sure that I was there when it was open. This nursery has many different types of decorative plants at low prices, $10, $12, $15 type of prices. Well, this time I got exactly what I wanted. Plus, I got a little carried away and bought some others. The journey along the Windward Road takes you to Roxborough, which is the second largest town in Tobago. Roxborough was the site of the Belmana riots in 1876, which arose due to labor grievances on the Roxborough estate. During the riots, policemen under Corporal Belmana attempted to arrest individuals who were setting fires on the estate. The crowd resisted. Belmana shot into the crowd, killing a Barbadian woman, and in the riot, Belmana was beaten to death. The riots ended within a few days after a British warship arrived with a contingent of Barbadian policemen. In Roxborough, you can find a bank, an ATM, a gas station, and some small shops. Along the way, we stopped to look at the cannons at Betsy's Hope. Around 1780, plantation owners in Tobago began installing cannons to protect the plantations from pirate attacks. It was easy for the pirates to attack because most plantations were located on the seacoast to make it simple to export the sugar or cotton. Incidentally, this area is called Betsy's Hope after the plantation that existed there. Betsy was the wife of the plantation owner, William Young, and the treatment of the slaves bothered her, and she hoped that one day slavery would end. If you like the content, please share this video. As we go past Gemma's Treehouse restaurant in Speyside, I get a mental tug to stop as I try to eat there every time I'm in Tobago. But not today, as we have decided to try somewhere different on this trip. For those who have never experienced Gemma's Seaview restaurant, I have placed a link in the video description. While still in Speyside, a short detour takes us to the Speyside water wheel and the remains of the main buildings of the Speyside estate. I have a link in the video description to a video that provides information on this estate and the water wheel. After this detour, we're back on the Windward Road and our journey to Charlotteville. From Speyside, the road begins to climb to get up and over the spine of the Tobago Main Ridge Forest. Once the top is reached, it is literally downhill to Charlotteville. Charlotteville lies near the northeastern tip of Tobago on a deeply indented bay called Man-O-War Bay. As you descend to the village via the Windward Road, you get to see the village spread out around the bay and hemmed in by the hills. It is said that the first European settlement in this area occurred in 1633 when a Dutchman called Jan de Moor financed an expedition to this bay. But the Spanish from Trinidad destroyed the settlement in 1639 and killed everyone. There were other attempts at settlement, but the Amerindians attacked those settlements. It is also said that the nearby Pirates Bay was a base for pirates such as Henry Morgan, Captain Finn, and Blackbeard, who used the base to attack Spanish shipping. The real development of Charlotteville began in 1769 when land in the area was sold by the British. The land sold in Charlotteville was originally developed as sugar estates. In 1865, Joseph Turpin, the Anglican Bishop of St. Vincent, bought the two main estates in the area. With the fall in sugar prices, the estates were converted to cocoa production. We can still see one of the cocoa houses immediately as you enter the village. We will take a walk and explore around this cocoa house. I have placed a link in the video description to more information on cocoa in Charlottesville. It's very cool here under these trees, and there's still some of the cocoa trees planted around the cocoa house. You can also see the runners on which the trays that contained the cocoa operated on, that allowed the cocoa planter to move the tray under the roof of the cocoa house anytime rain began to fall. Good.
This was one little narrow road, the size of one side.
There, wait. Yes. Come back here and ask.
Way too early.
I know. What is this? A little more, yes. About Micro Enterprise Center.
Turo. Where the road, oh no, the road ended beyond that shop, yeah. One end. So, the road used to end just beyond there, and we used to walk over the hill there.
Yeah. The road ends there, yeah.
This building was
Always here.
This was the road. This was the side of the road, right? Yeah. Oh, it paved.
After all that driving and stopping, it was time for lunch. I had planned to have a sea bath in Charlottesville, but after that delicious meal at Sharon and Phoebe's restaurant, it was Macawell time. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment telling me what you liked. If you want to see other videos of outdoor activities in Trinidad, select one of the videos that is appearing on your screen now.